Welcome to Fair Game. I'm Kristine Leahy. My guest today is a big reason why fans are once again buzzing about boxing's heavyweight division. Welcome back to the show, the still undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, outfit goals. I was at that fight. I saw you walk out. That was quite the entrance. But that outfit, I think, had everybody in the world talking. How did you come up with the idea for that?
Well, I came up with the idea. I got it from Costco's.
Yes, I'm aware of it now.
So when I was telling those guys there, like, I want to be like a king warrior. So I needed something that resembles a true king warrior, you know. And they already had the poncho with the peacock feathers on it. And when I saw it, I'm an energy person, so I go off of the energy, the vibe, the feels of certain things. And when I saw it, I was like, that's it right there. You know, so with the poncho, I put it on, and we had the feathers around it, and everything just looked perfect. And they ended up making me shorts. And then I said, I need a new mask. I need a new mask, and I need a crown on it because I want to be the king. I want to feel like the king warrior. And we started going off of there, just like off of ideas of how I wanted or whatever, you know, and I just let them took it away.
They did a great job.
Man, they got great imaginations, and they can bring whatever you want to life, and they did just that.
I said this last time, like, knowing you, you're so nice, but then when you come out in the mask and it's intense and you're scary, and you were scary that night, absolutely. This fight, though, was probably your most hyped up fight that you've ever done. Did you feel extra pressure in the ring that night? I
definitely felt pressure for the simple fact that I've been trying to get to this point for a very long time in my career. I've been trying to get to the point where people know who's the heavyweight champion of the world. People can be excited about this age and this time and age. You know, people always talk about the golden era, the golden age of boxing, but we can make it like this now. We have the power, the people, the fans, everyone involved in boxing have the power to make it like this now. So being that I captured that moment, that night of the fight, and I was like, it's finally here. We finally get the opportunity to put a shine on the heavyweight division. Not only just the heavyweight division, but we have a true American champion. He's bad to the bone, and he's here. And you know, it was very exciting for me, and it definitely was a lot of pressure.
Do you feel like people weren't giving you the respect you deserved before this?
Not at all, you know, for various reasons, you know. But for me personally, I just don't understand it, you know. I've done all the right things, especially when it comes to boxing. People get dressed. When they come to see heavyweights, the big boys, they want to see knockouts. Yeah. But not only I give you a knockout, I give you devastating knockouts each and every time. Every time I fight a guy, you can bet they're gonna get put on their bottom.
Well, I've said this for a while. I don't know how more people didn't know about you and were cheering for you. And then after this fight, I can't tell you how many people have reached out, and you know it too. They all know who you are now, and they're really excited and kind of learning your story. That's got to be crazy for you to now even be a bigger celebrity.
Most definitely. You know, it definitely has gotten out there. Very, you know, just without being 6'7", you know, people understand. Like, they ain't calling me anyone else's names now. They know it's the champ, and that's the shine that I definitely needed. That's the shine that the division needed. That night, it was a beautiful night. It was definitely an epic fight. It was an epic night, and one that I'll remember for the rest of my life. You know, we're looking forward to making even more greater fights. This is what I do. You know, I want to fight the best. I want to show people that I am the best. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to actually do it, you know.
Have you watched the fight again?
I have. I've watched it like 4 or 5 times now.
Wow.
You know, and I'll probably watch it some more for sure when I get back home.
All right, so I got 2 questions for you. Now that you've watched it a few times, how do you feel about the fact that 3 different judges saw it 3 different ways?
Well, you know, you're gonna get that in times. When I go back and watch the fight, I feel like I definitely won the first few of the rounds. He had his times, where he won a few rounds, but I feel I was the more aggressive fighter. I feel like I threw the more and landed the more effective punches. When you want to be when a challenger want to be a champion, he must come in and dominate the champion. I don't know no challenger that ever been in the ring and got put on their bottom twice and become a champion. I don't know that. I've never seen that before. And I do feel like I was robbed from my knockout. You know, I felt like it was a delay in count. I go back over and over and see that replaying over and over again, and each and every time they got me. Even the referee Jack Reese, he said he admitted it that he didn't go off of boxing rules. He went off of the spirit, which I don't understand. What is the spirit?
Well, the spirit is you have to take the belt away from the champion, right? And
Correct.
you knocked him down twice.
That's the reality of it, you know. But, you know, I'm happy. All in all, I'm happy. You know, controversy brings money.
Sure.
You know, and with this fight, it was a huge fight, but it's going to be even bigger the next round. You know, with this fight, it was already many excuses already for my victory. Many people say, "Oh, he was already out. This many a times he was a drug abuser. You know, he had to lose weight, different things." It was already excuses already building up before we even had to fight. Those same people that made excuses for him was the same people that jumped on the bandwagon when he was able to survive. Because I think Tyson Fury's whole mentality was to try to survive and just to go and say, I didn't get knocked out. You know, which we knew he was a great fighter. We knew he was gonna come and bring his A game like everyone always do with me, because I'm a dangerous fighter. I possess something that the heavyweight, these guys wish they had, is power. Although I came in at 209 and he was 260. It was a true David and Goliath moment up in there. I'm truly blessed, you know. And, you know, but I definitely feel that it was fishy with the knockout. You know, it was very long and delay. You can tell, even when he went to 8 was a long 8. Before he can get 8, 9, you know. But like I said, it was an epic fight, and I'm ready to do it again.
The look on your face, because I think everyone thought, including his trainer, right, that he is down, he is knocked out in the 12th round. You're celebrating, you're dancing. The look on your face when you see him get back up, what's going through your mind right there?
I was just amazed. You know, I really was amazed, and I was surprised because to hear it, to go back and see it, and to actually hear the punches, the sound that it sounded like when I hit him both times, and to actually see his eyes roll. Like you can only see this in the movies, to see his eyes go back like it did, and his head hit the canvas like that. You know, and it made the meat on the head penetrates to that where it was, like stressed. It was amazing to see him get back up, though. You know, 9 out of 10 judges would have waved that off. You know, I've seen it many times. You know, they wouldn't allow him to continue because the brain is not meant to be shooken in that form or fashion or manner. Period. We're just crazy enough to get in this sport and just actually do that. But I am very strong. I'm very blessed to be able to have this power to be one of the smallest heavyweights. You know, but everyone knows that I have the power. And when I hit guys, you know, devastating things happen. And to see him get up like that, you know, I just pray that when it all said and done, that his mind, he can be able to be himself, you know, because things happen to us that it may not happen that night. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen in a month or year's time, but over time. Oh,
wow, so you think you might have hurt him long term?
I've been in a lot of guys' careers in this sport, and I know how heavy my hands is, and I know how hard that when I hit an object, especially your body, like I said, the mind, the head is not meant to be hit in the first place. Your brain don't supposed to be shooken like that, you know. And so hopefully, you know, I was just happy that, you know, everyone made it out safely to go home to their family.
Sure.
But we do have a rematch. And, you know, like I told him before, I said, you're going to have to be perfect for all 12 rounds. I only have to be perfect for a couple of seconds.